3 tips to stay in control in steep and loose terrain. Welcome! I know I haven't been uploading a lot of content lately, and that is because I had my main coaching season. I have been coaching almost every day, hundreds of riders, and I have learned a lot, and in the following weeks and months I'm going to share a lot of what I learned with you here on YouTube, and of course also on Patreon, where you'll get exclusive insight into much more than I give here on YouTube. If you'd like to support me on Patreon, then here's the link and also below in the video description. So today I have 3 tips for you because I'm at the Costa Blanca, where I live now, which is on the mainland of Spain, and we have lots of super loose, rocky, steep sections. And I've learned a lot from my clients here because they commit a lot of errors here, which is great because then we can help each other on correcting these errors. And of course, they always help me to grow in each and every coaching session. And these are my top 3 tips today for you to stay in control in steep and loose terrain. Tip number 1, especially if it's a long, steep section, reduce your speed before you enter the section. If it's long and steep, you're probably going to accelerate in this section. Maybe it's possible to maintain your speed, but it's almost impossible to reduce your speed. So reduce your speed before you enter in order to stay in control during the section. Tip number 2 is, you probably already heard it from me, but it's modulated braking. The most common error I see is grab and let go braking, especially from advanced riders. When they come towards the verge of their limits, they start to revert to this habit. If you want to find out about more common errors and especially how to correct them, then on my Patreon channel I share TSTs, troubleshooter tutorials, where I share errors and how to correct them. So what you want to do is modulate your braking, especially in a terrain where the grip conditions continually, the guy behind the camera is right, continually change. What I mean by this is we have rock slabs here, they are super grippy, and then we have lots of loose, rocky, slippery stuff. Where do you think you have grip? Obviously on the slabs, right? So you need to continually adjust your brake modulation to the changing grip conditions to maintain grip, to have the maximum braking control while avoiding skidding wheels. So if you're like grab and let go braking, oopsie, I do that, then I have something for you. You can work with my proven drills, which are right here and also below, roxybike-coaching.com, where you just have to follow the drills, because you know what? You are not going to correct it here. You don't learn in technical terrain. In technical terrain, all you do is you can perform the things you already know. You will not learn new movements. So you need to practice, learn, and consolidate this somewhere else in easier terrain, and then you will be able to take it to harder terrain. So as I said, if you're like, oh, I do that, never mind, correct it with my drills right here. Tip 3, my friends, is vision. Sounds like, duh, of course, I'm gonna look where I wanna go, yeah. But I see this a lot of times, that people look where they don't want to go. They focus on the danger. And of course, it's an easy thing to say, hey, just look where you want to go. But if you notice this habit on your rides, that you're focusing on the danger, you're focusing on where you don't want to go, then this is usually a sign that your subconscious mind actually sees a big possibility in you riding towards the danger. In other words, your subconscious mind knows you're not 100% in control of your bike, and that the possibility is there that you're going to ride against the obstacle you are focusing on. So of course you can start to practice looking where you want to go. Great idea, especially at slower speeds. So that's my tip number 3, is practice focusing practice focusing on where you want to go in easier terrain to learn to focus where you want to go. But if you're noticing in such terrain that you keep reverting back to old habits of focusing where you don't want to go, then work on your skills first, because your subconscious mind is clearly telling you that you're not in control. You can ignore this as much as you want. It's not going to go away. You can train your vision as much as you want. It's not going to go away. As long as your subconscious mind is sensing, okay, there is a big probability that I'm going to ride against that rock, it's going to start and keep looking at the rock. Go outside, try these tips, and leave me a comment how they worked for you, if they helped you, and buy me a coffee if you like my videos, because they are still non-monetized. Sending you much, much love. Goodbye.